What if I told you that every 34 seconds, a life in America is lost to heart disease? This ticking clock isn't just a statistic. It's a process happening inside your arteries right now. But what if the main culprit isn't sugar or fat, but a silent deficiency, a missing signal causing arteries to harden and shrink day by day, meal by meal? And what if the solution, key to reversing this, is in your spice cabinet, overlooked? This is the reality of atherosclerosis, a silent, creeping plaque that builds up on the inner walls of your arteries. Think of your circulatory system as 60,000 miles of highway, enough to circle the earth twice. When young, those highways are wide open, smooth, and flexible. Blood flows effortlessly, delivering oxygen and life to every cell. But over time, due to damage and inflammation, these highways begin to narrow. Plaque, a mix of cholesterol, fats, and cellular waste, sticks to artery walls, like a slow traffic jam building inside you. At first, you don't notice. You might feel tired, cold hands and feet, brain fog, or shortness of breath, attributing them to aging or being out of shape. But these aren't just signs of aging, they are distress signals from a system under siege. You can lose 50 to 70% of blood flow in a major artery and feel nothing until that plaque ruptures. That's when the traffic jam becomes a complete roadblock, leading to heart attack or stroke. Mainstream medicine often offers a statin drug. Statins, among the most prescribed medications, lower bad LDL cholesterol very effectively. But if statins are the answer, why is heart disease still the #1 killer? Focusing on cholesterol is like mopping up water from a leaky pipe. Cholesterol is part of plaque, yes, but not the root cause. It's a response to chronic inflammation and artery wall damage. Your body sends cholesterol to the injury like a biological Band-Aid. Statins lower available Band-Aids, but don't stop the injury. You're not fixing the leak and often face side effects, muscle pain, fatigue, memory loss. This pharmaceutical merry-go-round means one pill leads to another. Standard dietary advice, low fat and low cholesterol, wrongly encouraged fearing eggs and butter while embracing margarine and processed vegetable oils for decades. This was a catastrophic mistake. Many heart-healthy processed foods loaded with trans fats and refined sugars were rocket fuel for inflammation, worsening the problem. These approaches fail because they operate on a flawed premise. They treat symptoms, not the system. They don't heal underlying damage or restore youthful artery flexibility. They merely manage your decline. What if you could stop managing decline and start healing, addressing the root cause of arterial stiffness and plaque buildup? The real problem is a deficiency in a single miracle molecule your body produces but plummets with age: nitric oxide, NO. NO is perhaps the most important molecule for cardiovascular health. It's a powerful signaling gas produced by blood vessels, telling smooth muscles in artery walls to relax and widen, vasodilation, for more blood flow, lower blood pressure, and a smooth surface plaque can't stick to. Think of NO as the Teflon coating for your arteries. With plenty, everything flows smoothly. But when NO levels drop, your arteries become stiff and constricted. The lining becomes damaged and sticky. This is where inflammation sets in and plaque starts to accumulate. The loss of nitric oxide is the true starting point of heart disease. So the logical solution isn't just to lower cholesterol, but to raise your nitric oxide levels. The incredible news: you can without a prescription. In fact, some of the most potent nitric oxide boosters on Earth are likely in your kitchen right now, masquerading as simple spices. I've spent months digging through hundreds of clinical studies to identify the most powerful. We are about to count down the top 5 spices that can naturally clean your arteries by restoring your body's production of this vital molecule. We'll start with number 5, a common staple that 99% of people prepare in a way that completely negates its benefits. And stick around, because the number 1 spice on this list is so powerful, studies show it can start improving circulation in a matter of hours. Number 5 is garlic. Beyond flavor or cold remedies, it's a cardiovascular powerhouse. The magic of garlic is locked away until you damage it. The key compound, allicin, is only formed when you crush, chop, or chew a raw garlic clove. This allicin gives garlic its pungent smell, and it's the precursor to compounds that boost the activity of nitric oxide synthase, the enzyme that creates nitric oxide in your blood vessels. But here's the crucial mistake. People chop it and immediately throw it into a hot pan. Heat destroys allicin almost instantly. To get the benefit, you must crush or chop your garlic and then let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before using it. This allows enzymes to create allicin. Before, a stiff, narrow artery struggling to produce no. After, an artery relaxing and widening, improving blood flow. For a therapeutic dose, aim for 1 to 2 raw crushed cloves per day. You can mix it into a salad dressing, a dip, or even swallow the small pieces with water if you're brave. It's a simple change that unlocks the true power of this ancient medicine. Now, let's move on to number 4, ginger. For thousands of years, ginger has been prized as a digestive aid, but its effects on your circulation are even more profound. The active compounds in ginger, called gingerols and shogaols, act as natural calcium channel blockers. Calcium is what makes muscles contract. When too much calcium enters artery muscle cells, they tighten up, constricting blood flow and raising blood pressure. Prescription calcium channel blockers are a multi-billion-dollar industry. Ginger does it naturally, without the side effects. It gently inhibits that excess calcium, allowing your blood vessels to relax and widen. Imagine your hands and feet are constantly cold, a sign of poor peripheral circulation. After consistently incorporating ginger, you begin to feel a gentle warmth spreading to your fingers and toes, a feeling of your arteries opening up, of blood reaching those tiny capillaries again. To use it effectively, fresh ginger is best. Grate about a 1-inch piece of fresh ginger into a mug, pour hot water over it, and let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes to make a powerful tea. You're not just soothing your stomach, you're telling your entire circulatory system to take a deep breath and relax. Ginger is fantastic for relaxing the arteries, but it doesn't do as much for the underlying inflammation that makes them sticky. That brings us to our number 3 spice, which directly targets this dangerous stickiness: cinnamon. But here's a critical warning: not all cinnamon is created equal. The most common type you find in the supermarket, cassia cinnamon, is cheap but contains high levels of coumarin, which can be toxic to the liver in large amounts. The true, safe, and most effective cinnamon is Ceylon cinnamon, also known as true cinnamon. Its mechanism is fascinating. The active compound, cinnamaldehyde, has been shown in studies to reduce the expression of inflammatory molecules on the surface of your artery lining. These are the molecules that act like Velcro, grabbing onto passing cholesterol and other debris to form plaque. Ceylon cinnamon helps make that Velcro-like surface smooth and slick again. The before is an inflamed, irritated artery wall, a perfect breeding ground for plaque. The after is a calm, soothed, and smooth arterial lining that resists plaque formation. To use it safely and effectively, look for Ceylon cinnamon powder and aim for about half a teaspoon to 1 full teaspoon per day. You can sprinkle it on your oatmeal, in your coffee, or in a smoothie. It's a delicious way to fight the inflammation that's silently damaging your arteries. We are now at number 2, and this spice is perhaps the most heavily researched anti-inflammatory herb on the planet: turmeric. The vibrant yellow spice that gives curry its color. Its active compound, curcumin, is a rock star. Curcumin has been the subject of thousands of studies, showing it powerfully boosts nitric oxide levels and fights inflammation at a deep cellular level. It literally flips the genetic switches that turn off inflammation. But here is the million-dollar secret about turmeric. On its own, it's almost useless. Curcumin has notoriously poor bioavailability, meaning your body has a very hard time absorbing it. Most of it just passes right through you. To unlock its power, you need to pair it with its partner in crime, black pepper. Black pepper contains piperine, which acts like a key, unlocking your gut's ability to absorb curcumin. Studies have shown that adding just a small amount of black pepper can increase the absorption of curcumin by an astounding 2,000%. Without it, you're getting almost no benefit. Think about the before as a body riddled with low-grade chronic inflammation, the fire that damages your arteries. Adding a combination of turmeric and black pepper is like sending in the fire department. It quenches those flames system-wide, protecting not just your heart, but your brain and all your organs. A good starting dose is 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder mixed with a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper each day. You can add it to soups, stews, or make a golden milk latte. This combination doesn't just clear the arteries, it protects your entire body from the ravages of inflammation. Before I reveal the number 1 most powerful spice for cleaning your arteries, take a moment to imagine. Imagine waking up truly refreshed, with a clear mind, free from persistent brain fog. Imagine boundless energy to chase your grandkids around the park without getting winded or needing to stop. Imagine the simple pleasure of warmth in your hands and feet again, a sign that your life force is flowing freely. This isn't just a dream. This is what happens when you give your body the tools it needs to heal itself. This is the future possible when you address the root cause. And the final, most potent key to unlocking this reality is the spice I'm about to share. It works faster and more directly than any of the others. The number 1 spice to naturally clean your arteries is cayenne pepper. If the other spices are a gentle nudge to your circulatory system, cayenne is a full-blown wake-up call. Some pioneering herbalists even referred to it as an emergency remedy, capable of stopping a heart attack in its tracks. While that's a bold claim, the science behind its power is undeniable. The magic ingredient in cayenne is capsaicin, the compound that gives chili peppers their heat. When you consume capsaicin, it triggers a powerful and immediate response in your body, directly stimulating the release of nitric oxide from your arterial walls and also triggering other potent vasodilators. The effect is fast and profound, like a natural power washer for your circulatory system. One incredible study from 2015 published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism had participants consume a meal with chili. Researchers measured their blood flow afterwards and saw a stunning, significant increase in circulation and a drop in blood pressure in as little as 2 hours after that single meal. This isn't something that takes weeks or months to start working. You can feel the effects almost immediately. The before is a system of sluggish, constricted vessels. The after is a dynamic, wide-open circulatory highway where blood flows with vigor and force. Now, a word of caution. Cayenne is powerful. You must start slow. Begin with just a tiny pinch, 1/8 teaspoon, in a glass of warm water with lemon. See how your body reacts. You can gradually increase the dose to a quarter or even half a teaspoon per day as you build a tolerance. This single spice has the power to fundamentally change the health of your entire cardiovascular system faster than you ever thought possible. So, there you have it. The top 5: garlic, ginger, Ceylon cinnamon, turmeric with black pepper, and the king of them all, cayenne pepper. We've gone from the silent threat of plaque building inside you, through the failures of conventional medicine, to a clear, actionable, natural solution rooted in real science. The key is understanding your body's powerful ability to heal itself. You just need to give it the right tools. These spices are those tools. They work together synergistically to boost your nitric oxide, fight inflammation, and restore the natural health and flexibility of your arteries. You don't have to pick just one. Imagine starting your day with a glass of warm lemon water with a pinch of cayenne, sprinkling Ceylon cinnamon on your morning oatmeal, making a ginger tea in the afternoon, and adding garlic, turmeric, and black pepper to your evening meal. These small, simple steps, taken consistently, create a profound shift in your health. Now you have the knowledge. I know this was a lot of information, dosages, specific types, and crucial warnings. To make this incredibly easy for you to put into practice immediately, I've created a completely free, one-page guide called the Artery-Cleansing Spice Chart. It's a simple PDF you can download and print. It lists all 5 spices, exact therapeutic dosages, the best way to prepare each one, and the critical mistakes to avoid, like using the wrong kind of cinnamon or cooking your garlic too soon. There is no reason to wait for a doctor's scary diagnosis. Your journey to clear arteries and a vibrant life can begin right now in your own kitchen. Click the link in the description below to download your free spice chart right now. Don't put it off. This is the most important step you can take for your long-term health today. You hold the power to rebuild your health from the inside out. Forget the pills. Start with the spice.